Nama saya Buang bin Alias. The software I asset, it is an idea that has been accumulated over the years during my tenure at the private sector and also in the public sector, and also my collaboration with some of the colleagues within the universities and also those in the local authorities. What happened in the local authorities is that those units that are doing land valuation, the way they do things, they did it manually. Once you do it manually in terms of calculating the value of properties, it takes you a long time. One property may take you 5 minutes to do the calculation for valuation, let alone in terms of the checking through with the data entry, the quality of information and so on and so forth. ISAT was developed based on our perception that if we were to compete with the industry, we have to be more efficient in terms of usage of technology. The purpose of developing this is to assist local authorities, especially the valuation unit, to value property for taxation purposes within a short time. One most important use of ISAT is to assist in terms of identifying the economic performance of a locality and can make comparison in terms of performance between district, between states or between local authorities. And wanting to see what sort of possible investment that we should upgrade in certain local authorities or in certain states, it is important for us to have a balanced development. The output from my asset is able to give that as a guide. So we find that this is a useful thing for us to assist in management of an urban area, management of the district, management of the state in terms of asset management. We can also use this system to value other assets such as roads infrastructures, the value or to identify the cost and also to suggest what sort of maintenance expenditures have been going on, because our system is adaptable. What is important is that we can change in terms of the information that should be included. We can also change the purpose of whether it is doing the valuation to see the capital value or to use the valuation to see the rental value or to identify the cost. That is flexible, and we make it so dynamic so that the client, we can interact with the client, identify what sort of model they want us to develop, we will develop for them. I will tell you the process in the system. First is that we have to collect information in the field. There is this one, we have to, at present we do it manually, collecting data on sites. Once we have got that data on sites, we will send to the system. Or if there is no such process, we do the data entry at the office. The data entry including information of the property in terms of the physical information, the legal information, the economic information, and other which we think are relevant towards the identification of the property. So we will those information we will we will detail out in the information base. And also the building plan, we have to have that, as well as the location plan. In addition to that, we have to also collect information on sales of property, also rental of property, where we analyze. We will analyze probably 10,000 or 20,000 property, we analyze at the same time. And when we use the software such as Excel, SS, and also SPSS, which is external. The information we put inside that. Then upon that, we do the valuation of property, whether it is capital value or rental value. The purpose varies, whether it is for taxation purposes, property taxation such as rating, to assess the value of property within a district, and also the value of properties total or in segregation within the state. We can do it. We have also in the system, once we run the value, we have got the reports at the same time. The value for the whole property, the report for each property. When we talk about valuation of property for taxation purposes, for example, the process of conducting the valuation and also executing the valuation of the properties for the purpose of tax incident, encompassing two. One is the administrative process, one is the technical process. I think I would like to suggest to those in the local authorities how good we administer the administrative process is just one-sided affair. There is a need for them to change the mindset of using just the manual process, because there are efficient tools to do the valuation, and that involves assisting local authorities from the technical perspective. We need to use efficient technology. We have to try to be efficient, to be cost effective in terms of conducting our business.